Hi everyone, it's Sanaid Adebo MD back again today. I hope this video finds you well. We are doing well, except that my morning started with a sad story. I read in the news this morning that Dr. Lorna Breen died of suicide. I don't personally know Dr. Breen, but I read on the news that she is an ER physician in New York who treated several COVID-19 patients. Herself, she contracted the virus but recovered from it. The devastation of the virus on her patients was devastating to her. Seeing that several of her patients died in the ambulance before they could even make it to the emergency room really broke her heart and committed suicide. That news was very breaking to me. And I want to pass my condolences and my thoughts and prayers to all of her family and friends. And I pray that her soul rest in peace. I didn't want to stop right there. I want to extend my offer to every physician and healthcare worker who might be suffering, struggling during this time. This is very unprecedented time that we are living in, and it's challenging for most of us. You are not alone. If you are struggling, you need support at this time, please call the number on your screen to schedule your free life coaching session with me. This is my cause, my gift for the cause to help support you. I also want to talk about today's topic about morning routine, how we can intentionally create our mornings and our days as we are living in very uncertain times. Do you have a morning routine that you usually follow? I do have a morning routine that's spending quiet time. I learned the hard way years ago when I was in residency. Sometimes I had to be in the hospital before 7 a.m. and I have 2 young kids. And so it was challenging to make it on time, leaving my kids, breastfeeding young children home. And so sometimes when I'm pressed for time, I leave the house without praying. And on the days where I do that, I see my day being crazy. And it sometimes takes longer to get to the hospital. I will be stopping in most lights. And so, but if I do spend, even if it's 3 minutes or 5 minutes of quiet time in prayer, my day runs smoothly. The lights are open. I get there, earlier. And so I learned that the hard way, that even if I don't have time, I don't leave the house without spending quiet time. I would love to know what your morning routine is. But recently I was exposed to Hal Elrod's book, The Miracle Morning Routine, with S.A.V.E.R.S, Life S.A.V.E.R.S acronym. And I found it really transformational. And so I want to come in and share those with you. So the Life S.A.V.E.R.S acronym stands for S for silence, A for affirmation, V for visualization, E for exercise, R for reading, S for scribe. I will go into a little bit of detail with each of them and share my experience with you. So we all agree that all these things, 6 of them, if we do them consistently every day, they will be beneficial to our personal development and growth. However, most of us don't have time to do them. And so we would postpone the things and, we won't do them. But Hal talks on his Miracle Morning book that most of us don't rise early in the morning because we're not excited about our lives. Most successful people are early risers. They wake up early in the morning, and most do the 6 activities mentioned. And so it has been 2 days since I read the book, and I have made a commitment to follow all 6 of them every day in the morning. And I'll keep you posted with my progress. So let's get right to it. S is for silence. So spending quiet time, either in prayer, meditation, or deep breathing, calms your brain down, and that you start your morning with calm and with quiet. In my previous video and blog that I wrote on how to thrive and survive during this crisis, I talk a lot about how we have subconscious negative thoughts and negative dialogues running in the background of our minds, most arising from our past experience, good or bad. And studies and scientists have shown that it's the negative thoughts and negative emotions that stick longer than positive experience we had. And so our thoughts are negative by default, but just starting the morning with intention, setting a positive intention and quiet time is powerful. And that's a way to make the connection with the high power, with our highest self, our soul, God, divine, the universe, whatever you want to call it. And so I want to encourage you, if you haven't started, starting your morning with some silence, you can start. It's not too late. And it doesn't have to be long. It can be a minute, 2 minutes, up to 5 minutes. Just staying calm and quiet. Dr. I don't think it's his doctor, but Hal Elrod does talk about 6 minutes miracle morning too, where you can do each of the activities in 1 minute, and you would do all of them in 6 minutes. I do highly recommend his book if you are interested, and you can adjust the 6 routines in a way that fits your schedule. Each of them can be as long as 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or as short as 1 to 5 minutes too. And so the second one is affirmation. Words of affirmation are sentences you would repeat to yourself on things that you want to improve, what you'd like to achieve. Example would be, I deserve to be successful, or I'm committed to doing everything I need to do to be successful. Something that's authentic to you, that you can repeat morning and evening, and that will leave an impression to your subconscious mind and rearrange the default programming that most of us have. And so the third one is V for visualization. Most athletes and successful golfers like Tiger Woods are known for using visualization for their success. And so you would visualize yourself, the life you would like to have, doing and acting and being the life you want. And that's another way of leaving an impression into your subconscious mind. Any thoughts, emotions that you have are stored in your subconscious mind, and your subconscious mind doesn't know if it is a real experience or you're just doing it, thinking in your mind. And so I would like to encourage you to start doing that and keep me posted on your progress. The fourth one is exercise. We all know the benefit of exercise on our health, energy level, mental clarity, right? And this one is something I am dedicating to doing it in the morning. I usually do my exercises in the afternoon, but it does make sense doing the exercise in your morning, incorporating exercise in your morning. That will give you energy throughout your day. So if you have a lot of energy and mind clarity at the end of the day, that may not be as helpful as having it earlier in the morning, right? The fifth one is reading. And so you might have heard the saying that applied knowledge is power, right? And whatever area of life you want to improve, there are books in any area of life you would like to gain more information or more knowledge. And we live in an information season and time. Most of us, I hear most of us say, oh, I would love to read the Bible in the morning, but I don't have time. This is another way of committing to rise up in the morning and read the Bible or your favorite personal development book or whatever religious book you want to read. Reading is a way that expands your knowledge, and that's a good way of developing yourself. But for most of us, we don't have enough time. We would like to do it, but we don't have time. How many books have you bought and kept them because you have no time? I'm committing to wake up early and read more than I had in the past. The last one is scribe for writing. Smith Ralph said that ideas come from anywhere and anytime. The problem with making mental notes is that the ink fades very rapidly. That's very, very true. When we spend quiet time, you may get inspiration, ideas, and some knowledge you didn't know before. If you just keep them in your mind, it's highly likely that you'll lose them, you'll forget them. But writing them down enables you to keep it, right? And keeping a journal of gratitude is another way of creating that positive feeling and emotion that would elevate your state of mind, as I described in my previous Thrive and Survive blog and video also. So I hope you found value in this. I would love to hear your progress, and I would keep you my progress as well. Take care, and I'll see you next week in my next video. Take care. Bye-bye.